So this week we're going to get into a question about friendships. So the topic that we're going to discuss today is, in your friendships, do you want honesty or do you want validation? And what does that look like for you? And what does that mean for you? Um, so let's get into it. What do you think? What first, what is it that you guys look for in friendship? Is it honesty or is it validation?
Both.
I was about to say the same thing. I look for both. I like for someone to be honest with me, even if it's bad. And then if I'm doing something well, I like that validation to let me know that I'm on the right track.
And even if I'm not doing something well, I think sometimes when I'm just in my feelings, I want validation that the way that I'm feeling is valid. You
Valid,
know,
yeah.
I don't necessarily need anything else from you to be honest about anything. You know, I just need to know that my what I'm feeling is valid. So, but I think that in a friendship, in an honest friendship, you're gonna get both no matter what. You know, you're going to get that honesty without cruelty, but you're going to get that validation without dishonesty mixed in there.
What about you,
Yeah,
Carly?
I think the same. I want both. In thinking about this topic a little bit, though, I don't know if I receive both, you know, from people. I mean, because although we know that fair is the nice friend, I usually, usually I don't feel like people tell me tell me if they see something like, and I'll ask you straight up, like, well, okay, not all the time. I don't ask. I ask only when I want to know your opinion. I don't need to know your opinion on everything. I appreciate, sometimes I want to just vent. And I know that's what my therapist is for, but that's also what your friends are supposed to be for. So sometimes I just want to vent. And other times, if I am going through a situation and I ask, like, hey, was I wrong on that? I really want you to tell me the truth. And I don't know if everyone always does.
That's true.
So, I mean, I'm not going to ask you, do you think I have too many clothes or pairs of shoes? Because ain't none of your business. But you know what I'm saying? Plus, I don't need your opinion on that. I know I got a problem. But no, honestly, when it comes to just the friendship, I would hope that people tell me the truth, but I really don't feel like they do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So people struggle with honesty. People struggle with the honesty. Why do you think that is? Why in friendships? Do you think that they're maybe afraid to
I
Hurt
think they
feelings.
don't want to hurt that person's feelings.
Mhm.
But I also think that there's another a spectrum. Honesty comes on the spectrum. There's people who are honest in a nice way, and there's people who are honest in a brutal way. And I
right?
think people who are brutally honest, because some people wear that as a badge of honor, but for me, you know, people who are brutally honest are just rude and they don't care about your feelings.
And insensitive.
Because you
Mhm.
can tell something, you can tell, there's a way that you can tell somebody something without,
Hurting their
being
feelings.
rude and
Without
nasty and
hurting their
hurting their
feelings,
feelings.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and without intentionally hurting
If
their
you
Yeah.
feelings, because
care
I
about them as a friend.
yeah,
Mhm.
without intentionally, because
Because you
I've
probably will hurt feelings anyway,
right,
but your friend will know your intentions behind it.
right.
You would
You would
hope
Mhm.
hope.
so.
You would hope.
Exactly. Thank you, Amy.
You would hope.
Exactly. You would. There's friends that I have that you call me. If you call me, you probably messed up. I'm gonna tell you you messed up. You know what I'm saying? But the majority of my friends, I just
Hmm.
listen. If you want to
Hmm.
know, I'll let you know. But you have to ask for my opinion first,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
because
I
And
not
mean,
everybody
I've
wants to
gotten
hear it.
your opinion first, and sometimes, and I haven't agreed with everything that you said, but I didn't like take, you weren't being brutal with me. So, like I
You
said,
talking about me?
somebody who, I mean, yeah, I mean, I talked to you
Like our
before
topic
and
that
not
we
have
talk about
liked
every week. I mean, we
and
don't
not have
agree
liked
about
your
everything.
and not have liked your opinion, but it was your opinion.
Right.
You know, I didn't take it to heart. I didn't take it to heart. I mean, because I know all of my friends are not going to agree with everything that I do or say
Absolutely.
or how I respond to things. You know,
Yes.
because I am not as direct as you are, Curly's. So sometimes
Am
when you
I?
respond to me, it's like, and Amy's direct too.
I am.
So
I am.
sometimes when you guys respond to things and how I should have said or what I should have done, I don't take it to heart, and I don't, I just know I respond to things differently than the way that you guys respond to it. It doesn't, hurt my feelings or anything like that. But,
Mhm.
but I know that about you guys. So I
Mhm.
don't, like I said, you have to know your friends and know
Mhm.
that they're coming from a place of love, and what they're saying to you is not always to hurt you, but sometimes to help you, for the next time around you experience that, or the next time it happens, then I can react a little bit differently. And I'll be like, well, how would Carlise or Amy respond in this situation?
First of all, well, and then I guess there's another aspect that people don't know that they may have offended you too. You
Well, that's
never
what I'm
know.
saying. That's
Then you
that's
gotta
why we
tell me.
said unintentionally. Like
Yes.
they don't
Mhm.
intentionally offend. And so this is even, in my bluntness, directness. um, I have there some years back had to pivot how I respond to certain things, because if you ask me, I'm going to tell you, right? But you may
Mhm.
not be ready to hear what is being said.
Mm.
And that is something that I had to take a step back one time. That's my opinion. I gave it to you. And then by the time it came out, I'm like, oh, you really weren't ready to hear that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then another discussion has to take place. Okay, I'm sorry. This is how I felt at this time, but I needed to make sure that you're ready to receive what it is that I have to say. So then that's a conversation to have
Mhm.
with, um, well, what exactly would you like for me to tell you right now? How much of this are you willing to
Mm.
accept right now? You know, do you need time to process right now? So those are all conversations, in a friendship that you have to have, because otherwise, yeah, you ask me, I'm gonna tell you. And the same thing
Mhm.
in return. Like I have to be willing to accept everyone's honesty about me and whatever it is that I'm asking them about, or whatever it is that I'm doing. I have to be receptive in a good space. And I may not agree with you right when you're talking, but okay. Okay, I'm gonna ponder it. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
honestly, you're gonna ponder it, and okay, well, okay, I see that perspective. Even in this platform on the podcast, like we're
Hmm.
all different, and we all have different lives, different lifestyles, and
Yeah.
we all think differently. So we have our own
Mhm.
opinions about the topics that we discuss. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
we sit here and be honest about, yeah, no, I ain't doing that. Yeah, I think that man trash. But can come together collectively and say, okay, that's your opinion, this is mine, and the respect factor.
The
So
respect.
that's
Yeah.
the other caveat to friendships, and honesty and validation. It goes right along with respect.
So, but what
So
about you, Amy? You said honesty or validation? I think I know which one you talking about. Which one you want?
um I'm big on honesty.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily require validation, and the two kind of go hand in hand,
It
eventually. But
does.
for me, I'd rather you just be honest. Just tell me, no matter what it is. You know what I'm
Even if you
saying?
didn't ask.
Even if, yeah, even if
Okay.
yeah, I'm okay with, because it gives me another perspective or another way to look. Because I
Gotcha.
might not ask you. I kind of keep to myself with most things, right? So
Hmm.
I don't share a lot. So
Hmm.
I'm not, there's very rare that I'll say, hey, what you think about this? Now, if I feel like I'm stepping out of character, I will ask somebody next to, hey, am I
Yes.
tripping? Let me know if I'm tripping, because I know me. I know I can pop off. So let me know, you know, if I'm tripping. But otherwise, other than that, just like in life and moving and doing things, a lot of times people will just, hey, I noticed XYZ, and it helps me to do a self check.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it helps me to
I like
do a
that.
self check of what I'm doing, what path am I going? You know what? You might be right. I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
So, hmm
I like.
but even in that, for accountability, for friends, like there's
Yeah.
there's some of us that, we're all on a health and workout regimen. And it'll be, you know, if I'm sitting here and one of my friends will call and she's like, yeah, you know, I went walking. I'm like, yeah, good. Well, Amy, what are you doing? I'm sitting on my couch. Get up, girl, and go outside. Okay. So now I'm up and I'm out and I'm walking. And then I'm calling somebody else. Hey, what you doing?
That's good.
I wish it worked like that.
I feel like if I'm out here, everybody needs to be out here. Come on, everybody, let's go. And let's all go. And we be on the, and me and my cousin would be on the phone the whole time that we walking. How many miles you got to go? I don't know, girl, but it's about to be a cold red. Somebody got to come pick me up. So that accountability piece helps. And that honesty, girl, you being lazy, get up and do something with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That helps to keep us out of our rut and being mundane.
Yeah.
And push us into new adventures, even with, you know, even different and professionally and things, push you. You've been doing this for how long? You don't want to think about doing something else, you know? You don't want to look for multiple streams of income like my girls do.
That's where I
I'm
am
gonna get
right
there
now.
one day.
Right.
I'm gonna get there one day. I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out what I can do. So I've been listening. I just don't know what I can do.
Well, in that case, honestly, that's just, you have to surround yourself with the right people.
You do.
That's all this comes down to, because, you know, if you are surrounded by people that are happy with being comfortable, like they aren't looking to continue to grow or to challenge themselves or, you know, or anything, then you're not going to get that. You're not going to get a phone call like, girl, did you exercise? And you got them 10,000 steps.
What you'll find is when you have a network and a community of people who are growing and sharing, the people who you have in your group that are stagnant will fall off. They will tend to fall off because, one, they won't have anything to add, so then they're uncomfortable, right?
Okay.
And they won't talk back to you, or they'll find fault in whatever it is that you're doing because they can't relate to it. So, like I said, pruning season happens. All right, you know, then they'll just fall off on themselves. You don't even have to do anything. They'll stop texting, calling, coming around because they're not growing. And
they'll make up excuses on not to. They'll make up excuses on not to talk to you anymore. Like we don't talk unless I call you. Okay, well, call me then. If you want to talk to me, call me. Phone works both ways there.
That's different for y'all because you know y'all don't talk on phones.
Me either.
Y'all never have. Y'all never have.
Text me.
And you understand that about us. So
I'm gonna try and do better for the needy friends that need the phone call.
Needy friends. For the needy friends.
And that's being honest.
Oh my God.
What's funny is one of my friends called me. I called her probably a couple months ago, and then I sent her a text message like, you know, a few weeks before that. And we haven't really talked since like December. And so she called me the other day to check in, and I was like, apologize. And I was like, no need to apologize. I understand. I do understand, you know, life is lifing, you know. She has a mom, she has, you know, two small kids. I mean, I understand. And she works, you know, she was going from like Columbia to Charlotte, you know, almost every day. So I understand. Yeah. You know, if you can't call me and talk to me or whatever, I understand. A lot of people, being that we both Sagittarius, I understand. You know, I told her that. I'm like, I'm the last person that's gonna get upset when I don't talk to you for a while. Now, if somebody that is just plain up ignoring me, I feel that, right. and I that right there, that would hurt my feelings because I'm like, well, what did I do to you? But if I genuinely know that life is happening and life is lifing, I'm not gonna be upset if I don't talk to you for 6 months.
Right.
As long as when we do talk, we pick right back up from where we left off, as if no time has passed.
Yeah.
And you have to get to
I think we went a couple years without talking to Carlise.
You know, but we would text. So I just don't. You got that happy birthday text every year.
Looking like, I keep catching strays. Catching strays.
I mean,
Listen,
I feel
I
like
told y'all I don't talk on the phone. I will text you quick though. I'll text you all
Right.
day long.
I feel
But I'm
like
not on the
people
phone like
in
that.
life
So-
have to.
You're Sagittarius
why,
too, so
why is it that when people think, or why is it that people think that when you don't call or they haven't talked to you, they assume that there's something wrong or that you're angry or something has happened? You know, there's a selection of people out there that will get offended
Clearly.
if you don't call them
What?
and they don't, and you don't keep in touch. Not one time do they stop and think, well, I wonder if they are right. I wonder if something's
Right.
going on right now. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's so funny that you say that, because then they could just send you a text or give you a phone call real quick. I don't, honestly, if I'm thinking about you, I'm going to text you. If I'm thinking about you, or if you sent me a text and I wanted to ask you a question, I'll call. Other than that, it ain't that serious.
Yeah.
Like, you sitting over there mad because I haven't spoken to you. You should have picked up the phone and called me or text me. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And those aren't friends either at this big old age.
They over there, they sitting over there with that one-sided beef that you know nothing about.
Scrolling my TikTok. Get off my TikTok. You can't even call me. Like, what is the problem? Oh, goodness. Are we too old for that? Like, seriously, we are too old for this.
I said at this big old age.
It leads me to ask, what are we cutting off people? How, when, where? Are we allowing them to, like, you said this is pruning season, so they just falling off, or do we have to start?
My door is always open.
yeah, I don't think I've ever cut anyone off like that.
Lies.
I have.
Who?
I
Oh
have.
my God, really?
I don't think I haven't. I don't think I've ever cut anybody off. They probably cut me off for some reason, but like I said, that's a one-sided beef. And y'all know me, I get into la la land, so it really after a while, it don't really even bother me and
It don't
phase me.
phase
I got
you
a whole
anymore,
bunch
right.
of stuff going on anyway.
Right.
So
It don't-
There's
cut
only
me off,
one
you don't
friendship
tell me
that
why
I
you
actually
cut me
had
off.
to like cut off.
I will
Yeah, you
ghost
cut
you
me off
quick.
and you
Amy,
don't tell me why you cut me off. I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
My-
I care.
My
but I
cutoff
don't
game
care.
is strong. My cutoff game is real strong.
girl.
I mean, I cut off exes. Does that
No,
count?
seriously.
I mean,
didn't
I
have
cut off
people-
everything.
Good for you guys. Like, seriously, what a life. You don't have to block nobody. You know how to communicate. Lord, everything is good. Jeez, good for you.
I've cut off a few people. It just depends. And it's not like, well, and I think everybody knows that about me. So if I cut you off, then so it takes a lot. I'm not just straight, I'm gonna cut you off, but it takes a lot because I give a lot, I do a lot. Like I'm 10 toes down for all of my friends, right? So if I feel like you've hurt my feelings or you've disrespected me or something enough to the point where I've had conversations, okay, now you still tripping? Okay, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done. And I'm pretty much done for life. I don't want to talk about it no more. We've had, we get a conversation and okay, oh, that's great. That's cool. How you feel? But I'm good. And that is the piece that makes my husband upset though. He was like, why for life? Like you can't nobody ever come back and say, I'm sorry. And you can apologize, but I just don't choose to have, you in my space.
I mean, yeah, you can forgive them, but yeah, that don't mean you gotta allow them back in like how they were.
Yeah.
Not everybody deserves
how they were
access to you like that
big.
anymore. You know?
It changes things, and especially I don't know if I had somebody steal from me, that's forever. Yeah, that's forever. I could not imagine. Now, I mean, like I had people steal little stuff, like when I host parties, all of a sudden my nice little mugs walk out.
Stop.
And I have no idea. I had a whole set. It was, where did one go? I'm missing one. Yeah, stuff like that just walks out the house. But we all drinking. I don't know who did it, so I can't cut that person off because I don't know who did it.
Unless you go to their house and you see it.
Now that's trifling. Now I might have to jump on you. I go to your house and you drinking out my mug you took from my house. It's on site. So all of that goes hand in hand. Honesty,
Yeah.
validation, integrity, big on integrity. All of those go hand in hand and play one to another in a friendship. And it will help you to reevaluate what friendship looks like. You know,
I'm
is that a
curious to see who says that they need that constant validation. Because in my opinion, like constant validation, it breeds, enabling. It becomes
mm,
to like you're the enabler, and that person that you're enabling just becomes a monster.
mm-hmm.
So like,
Like Diddy.
are you the kind of person that provides a constant validation, and what's the product of that?
Diddy.
I'm curious to know.
And is that healthy?
I'm telling y'all, it's Diddy.
Is it?
That's what you get.
Is it?
Constant validation. That's the monster that breeds.
Yeah, and it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy to constant, and it's needy. It's giving very much needy. And how did you get that way? Like, what happened that led you to that way?
The
And
constant validation.
there's some bosses and managers that need constant validation.
Mm,
That's crazy to me. And a person in position of leadership, you should be giving validation. And
right.
that's something, and that is something that I brought to the people that I work with, because I manage the office. What does that look like to you? Like, do you need to be validated, and what does validation look like to you? Do you need to be told that you did a good job on something? um I don't know. Do you need a shout out, like, for the masses? Hey, let's pat so and so in the back because they did this today. What does that look like? Because it's different for everybody.
But
Well,
if
I
it,
think sometimes, like when it comes to work, validation is okay, because it provides encouragement for you to continue on doing those things, to be a better employee. So yes, I do believe that someone who is in a leadership position over you does need to get used to providing, validation to their employees every once in a while,
Mm-hmm.
to
because
their
you'll have
employees,
a better
yes,
team that way. Yeah.
but not me to my manager. Go get a hug from
You're
your
such a
wife.
good manager.
But the other thing too, if you think about it, if their love language or if one of their needs is words of affirmation and validation, then they're going to look for that everywhere,
Mm.
and that is
Hmm.
exhausting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that makes a needy friend. But y'all talk all this game, but you guys are all very loving and would probably put up with a needy friend. If you cared about them, I'm sure you would.
You said a
Yeah.
needy
It's
friend?
exhausting,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but you would,
This is
because
true.
not everybody's the same. People
Right.
have different needs.
Mm-hmm.
People have different love languages, and you
Mm-hmm.
guys would show up for them because that's how you are.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm not
I
going to
said
do
I
is
have needy
probably
friends
call you
that
on
I'm
the
going to
phone a
do
lot.
better for.
Well, all right, ladies, that wraps up another episode of the Middle Chapter, talking about friendships and validation versus honesty. Honesty while validating your friends. Is it necessary? What do you think? Do you like honesty, or would you like to be validated? Hit us up in the comments and let us know. Until next time, this has been the Middle Chapter. Like, share, subscribe.